Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing good and staying safe. My name is Pradeep, also known as Distill Stills on the internet, and I like to shoot lifestyle, travel, and food photography. But when it comes to video, I have made a ton of excuses in the past. Let me get a coffee and we'll talk more about it in a bit. Okay, so right now I don't have any excuses.
I really don't have any excuses left. More about that in another video.
But that was not always the case. Some of these excuses were really valid, and some of these excuses, as they say, they were just in my head. I have listed the most common excuses that people have, and definitely the most common one and the most important ones that I had for not making videos for myself. You can look through this video and you can see if something clicks with you, or maybe you have some other excuses that is making you put off making videos for yourself. And after watching the video, you can decide if these excuses are really valid or if they were just in your head or in my head. Yeah, and then we can build upon it. We can get over these excuses and start making stuff for ourselves. Let me start with gear. This is the most common excuse that most people have, including me. So let me get this out of the way first. So there are 4 things in gear which people usually say that they don't have enough gear to make videos for themselves. The first one is a computer, the second one is camera gear, third one is lighting, and the fourth is audio. Let's start with the computer. Until recently, I had a 10-year-old MacBook Pro, and I've been making videos for others on that poor old MacBook Pro. I have been using only software like iMovie, and for the thumbnails, obviously, I had Photoshop. I could make videos like this on iMovie. You can check out the whole video over here. This was professional work that I got paid for. So I guess that was not really a valid excuse. I admit that working with the older MacBook Pro, a 10-year-old MacBook Pro, does have some downsides. It was really slow and there was a lot of friction when it came to making videos. It did slow me down and it did make me think about whether I want to make videos or is it worth my time? So I upgraded my computer recently. I came into a new job and there was some money left over and I could upgrade, and this is a video showing the unboxing. I guess it was time after 10 years to upgrade that computer. But I'm here to tell you that if you shoot on a phone like this, then it's a really good idea to edit the video on the phone itself, and you can maybe put some final touches on a computer like in iMovie or whichever editing software you have for the text and the banners and the effects, etc. And for social media, for example, I've been shooting a lot of videos since a long time on my phone and editing everything on the phone. It works out really well. So that's about computers. Use what you have. If not, phones are really powerful nowadays, so use that. And yeah, I put off making good videos for myself for a long time, quoting these computers as my excuse. When it comes to cameras, I shoot most of my stuff on this 80D, which is filming me right now. It is wonderful for stills, even though it's an older camera now. It's like, mine is 3 years old, so I don't really know when it was released. So it's really good for stills, and it used to be the gold standard for small scale video like what I'm making now. But that's not so anymore. It can only shoot up to 180p, it can only shoot up to 60 frames per second. It does not shoot 4K if you want that. I personally don't really think that for personal videos you need 4K, because most of the people now are consuming these content on the phones. And the funny thing is, the first video that I posted on YouTube was shot on a 600D. It was an even older camera. That was my first DSLR, and it was a documentary. And I still love that video. You can check it out here. It was a documentary of an ethnic group of people celebrating Christmas in Mangalore. It was worth shooting it, even though I didn't know anything about video at that point of time. So I encourage you to go out and shoot more with whatever gear you have.
So this is nothing but we have a Chota Nagpur gathering. So all of us are actually studying.
Okay.
Most of us are going to become priests.
And once again, a lot of my videos currently, including the previous video which you might have seen, were shot on my phone. A majority of it was shot on the phone, and some of the clips were shot on the camera. It's really easy to edit and post-process videos which are shot on a phone. So the things that you are shooting and the application for which your videos are going to be used are much more important than what you shoot the videos with. Now, audio is also pretty important. I have never had any professional audio gear. This mic is the first time I'm using a mic in my videos. Like, I got it a couple of weeks ago. I must say that I was never satisfied with the audio that I used to get before. So I used to make videos without any live audio recorded. I used to put music all over the video, or just record ambient sounds and no dialogue or nothing important directly on the camera. So that was sort of a limitation for me. Sometimes I can get away with using the onboard microphone. Just the fans itself would add to a lot of noise. I am learning how to use and manage my audio better with each video that I make. When it comes to lighting, that has also been a crutch for me. I have made very good use of speed lights for my photographs, for professional work, for personal work, and I was really satisfied with that. But when it came to video, I had to plan a little bit in advance, and I had to choose a proper ambient light or natural light to use in the videos. But I really learned by that experience to deal with light as it is given to me, like as the situation is presented to me. But now I have this Godox 60 light. This was also a gift. It was given to me by my brother, and I'm using this for YouTube videos. But when I'm outside, I don't want to carry this light. I still want to shoot in natural light, and unless it is a controlled setting, lights are not that big of a deal for me for the thing that I'm shooting. So that was about the gear. That is obviously the most common excuse that people use, but there's something more important, which is all in your head. This one especially is all in your head, and that is, especially for me, I call it the photo first mentality. Yeah. So I identify myself as a freelance photographer, and I have practiced a lot taking photos all the time. But in today's day and age, every creator needs to have some video skills in their bag. Yeah. You might want to make time lapses, stop motion images, even short videos of yourself shooting what you do and the products of your clients as well. That really helps a lot, and people look for that dual functionality in a content creator nowadays. So it is really important to get some video skills, some video shooting skills, editing skills, and post-processing skills in your bag of tricks. And if you think about it, I spend a lot of time battling with this photo first mentality in my head. But if you think about it, I watch a lot of videos, and most of the media that is being consumed today is in video format, and that's also another reason why you need to learn how to shoot, edit, and process videos. It's not that photo doesn't have a place anymore in today's life, but they have very specific needs, and video has eclipsed photos. So that's my 2 cents. Learn some video skills. It's important for you. So the third important excuse that I had was that this was not really such a big problem for me, but still it was a problem talking into the camera. I have been teaching in medical schools, and I have worked in corporate for a while now, and I have had a lot of speaking opportunities, a lot of presentations. So I'm really comfortable delivering something as a dialogue or as a lecture or as a presentation like this with very little information or with whatever I have. But it was still awkward for me to talk to the camera, especially if I was in a public place. And yeah, sometimes people look at you weird, like when you're talking to a camera. It does look weird, but nowadays people have seen enough vloggers to know that it's quite a normal thing now. And yeah, so talking to an inanimate object like a camera will take some getting used to, but the more you do it, the more comfortable you will be. I'm not really good at it as yet, but you know, I hope to get better soon. It will be a little bit of adjustment, especially if you're doing it in public, but you will get over it soon. So yeah, don't let that hold you back. Okay, so that's the second thing, which is mostly in our heads. Practice can get rid of those two things. And the third thing is a little bit deeper than that. People think that they don't have a story to tell. That is another common excuse. The truth is, there's always somebody out there who is interested in the story that you're trying to tell. But even otherwise, the skill of making videos, like I mentioned before, this is very important and it's very useful. These videos, even if you don't produce them for professional use, who knows, like 10 years down the line, you might want to look back at these videos and you might have fun laughing at yourself, if not anything else. It's a good record of your life. Like I've said before, experience in anything never goes waste. You can utilize those skills, like I utilize my teaching skills and my presentation skills in video making and in day-to-day life, yeah. So video skills will be useful for you in day-to-day life at some point or the other. For example, organization is a big part of making videos. You have to write a script, you have to shoot videos, you have to organize the clips, and you have to edit. My friend Vinay, he is a video editor, video creator. He has a course on a website called amphi.com about video editing, and he mentions a lot, he gives a lot of weightage to organization. So you will learn organization when you're making videos. So that'd be a really good skill to have in any walk of life. Yeah, and don't think that you don't have a story to tell. I'm sure you have something to share which will be useful for someone. When it comes to making videos for a client, it's very straightforward. They have a brief, they pay you money, and you have a time period within which to make the video, and these things become easy. But when it comes to making videos for yourself, apart from these major excuses, there are so many minor things like, what story do I tell? Like, who will spend the time to, script it, organize it, shoot it, edit it? Who will do all this, and why am I doing all this? So a little bit of introspection can help you with all the things that are in your head. And gear, as far as I'm concerned, I've shot before with whatever I had, and over time I upgraded my gear as and when necessary. And in my opinion, gear only becomes important when it limits you. Yeah, so that's my catchline. I teach photography to beginners, and I always tell them not to worry about gear unless you want to do something and your gear just does not allow you to do something. For example, if I want to shoot 120p slow-mo on this camera, it is not possible. It only shoots up to 60p. So I use my phone to do the slow motion video. So it's use what you have and practice more. Talk to people about it. And your mentality will, your thinking about making videos will definitely change. So I hope this video was helpful to you in some way or the other. If it was, then please leave a comment, like this video, share it with your friends. And if you have any excuses that you want to share with us, put them in the comments below. DM me on Instagram on Distill Stills. I'm always active on Instagram. I would love to connect with you on Instagram as well, and you can see my day-to-day posts over there. That's it for this video. Take care everyone. Bye bye. So practice will get me there, I hope. So when someone asks you what you want for your birthday, you better know you should have a list of the gear that you want, and tell them to get that for you.